Hello, and welcome to PetXI Live. My name's Jamie, and I'll be your maths tutor today for your functional skills session. So first of all, we're going to take a look at ratio. Now, with any of these functional skills questions, the best thing to do is to read the question first, then go back, read it again, and underline or highlight any information that we feel is necessary for us to find our answer. So let's read the question first. Mark commutes to work every weekday for 5 weeks. For 10 of these days, he takes the bus, and on the other days, he cycles. Write the ratio of the number of days the bus is taken to the number of days he cycles. Give your answer in its simplest form. So let's look at this question again, but this time highlighting the key information that we need. So Mark commutes to work every weekday for 5 weeks. So every weekday for 5 weeks is important because that is going to tell us how many days that we're looking at in total. For 10 of these days, he takes the bus. So that, again, is crucial to finding the answer because we already know that 10 days that he travels, out of the total days, he uses the bus, which means the remainder of days is going to be what he cycles. So the other days, he cycles. Write the ratio of the number of days the bus is taken. So we're looking for the number of days the bus is taken to the number of days he cycles. The number of days he cycles. Give your answer in its simplest form. So once we've found out what our answer is, we then need to transfer it into the simplest form that it can be shown. Okay, so first things first, we need to find out the total amount of days that we're looking for. So every weekday for 5 weeks. So in a week, there are 5 weekdays. So we can write down 5 days. And we're doing this over a period of 5 weeks. So we take our 5 days and we multiply that by the 5 weeks. This gives us a total of 25 days. Now, you will find that in these functional skills questions, although some of the sums are relatively easy to work out in your head, it's always a good idea to use a calculator just to check your answers to make sure that you're correct, because you are able to use one in functional skills questions. Okay, so we've worked out that 5 days times 5 weeks is our 25 days. Now, we already know that the number of days he takes the bus is 10, so we can take those away. So we've got 10 days that he takes the bus. And again, a simple sum, but you can use your calculator to double check. 25, take away the 10 days, gives us 15 days. So that means that for those 15 days, he cycles. So we now know how many days he takes the bus, which is 10, and how many days he cycles, which is 15. But we now want to write this as a ratio. Now, whenever writing a ratio, we will have two numbers either side of a colon. So the colon separate those two numbers. Now, to start this off, I'm going to put a colon in between B for bus and C for cycle. Okay, so now underneath the B and the C, we can write down our days. So 10 colon and then 15 for cycle. This gives us our ratio. Now, this wouldn't be full marks for this question because it's asking us to write it in its simplest form. So what we need to do is find a number that we can divide by both of these numbers to give us the lowest number possible. So we can see that both of these numbers are in the 5 times table. So we'll divide them by 5. So we have 10 and 15. And we're going to divide by 5 and divide by 5. Always divide the numbers by the same number to keep the ratio correct. Again, we put our colon down. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 15 divided by 5 is 3, giving us our final answer as 2 to 3.